just given the fact that we are so focused on the labor market and the jobs picture right now, given the fact that you have seen that recovery, do you have enough workers to continue to manage it?
You know, I did a poll of all of our property managers around the country, and it basically over the last 30 days has been status quo. Like, there are a lot of job openings. They're finding some workers, and it's really a matter of how much they're willing to pay. And so, I mean, we are seeing hiring, but it's all tied together. It's tied to the Delta variant and people being nervous about going out. We're still seeing the surge in traffic, but it's hitting a pause, similar to what we're talking about on the jobs report.
So when you say people are still going out, but it's hitting a pause, it's leveling off, it's plateauing, or are you actually starting to see a pullback in certain locations or certain types of businesses?
Yeah, good question. We're seeing more of a plateau. To be honest, like over the last 6 months, really since March, we've just seen a huge surge in traffic and sales as people are excited to get out of the house and to congregate, to spend money, to go shopping. And in August, the feedback we're getting from the properties is not that there was a detraction or a reduction in traffic, but that we expect July to be consistent with August, so that in June to July, we saw a 10% increase in traffic. From July to August, we're expecting that to be flat or maybe up a little. So we're not seeing the surge that we did in July, but it hadn't gone back the other way. I mean, people are still excited to get out of the house, want to spend money. I mean, the vaccines are out there, but it's just that there's a little bit of trepidation out there that's hitting a plateau. Got
it. Just in terms of the employment picture, just to circle back on that and what you said earlier, and the willingness not only to hire, but what you're going to pay. I mean, have you increased pay to continue to get more people on board? And are you still actively hiring now, given the uncertainty around COVID?
Well, so we are the landlord. We're the owner of the shopping center. So our employment is not nearly as much as the retailers that occupy our shopping centers. So we are seeing increases in pay through many of the retailers. I mean, it's really the stuff that you're seeing in the news, that they are increasing pay to get the better employees and to better pay people. And it's been working. I think that the quality of the employee has been going up. The customer experience is getting better, and more people are going back to work. But I think it has been a pause over the last 30 days as the Delta variant has surged.
Hey, Josh, given what a lot of those who are leasing from you have gone through and paying potentially higher wages, seeing margins down, what have you done on rents and forgiveness potentially? Are you sort of back to where you were in 2019 or still a long way?
It's actually, that's an exceptional question, because we did a lot for our retailers during the pandemic, the middle of the pandemic last year, whether it was deferring rent, whether it was abating a little bit of rent. And there were some that actually thrived during the pandemic. But since then, the sales have been up. And as the reporting on Wall Street has come across, tenant after tenant, retailer after retailer is exceeding expectations. I mean, the Gap came out with a great earnings report earlier this week, and the sales have been surging. And then on top of that, you have the fact that they haven't had to mark down a lot of merchandise, leading to better profits. And so, I mean, the restaurant industry is a great example. The restaurants have been phenomenal and creative and innovative. And so now you have the summer, so people are outdoor on the patios. You have full dining rooms. And then on top of that, you have takeout and DoorDash and Uber Eats. And so if you sit in a restaurant and you watch it, you'll see 50 to 75 meals coming out of the kitchens that are being delivered that aren't contributing to the occupancy. Like, people aren't coming into the restaurant to eat. And so the restaurants are picking up all those sales. And so it's really helping their profit margins. So they were the hardest hit in 2020, but they are doing very well right now. So it's been a good relationship with the retailers over the last 6 months.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.